yes, I'm sitting in a massive coat because don't want to put the heating on because, you know, save the polar bears and money and all that jazz. So I've just completed some of my online courses this morning. So I've been doing that for a good hour. I've done 2. So I finished part 3 of module 1 and then just a whole fire safety module on its own. And then I decided for the next half an hour or so, I've got about 20 minutes. I'm debating whether I should go and get my car washed or not because it's muddy, but like it's going to be getting more muddy. So do I wash it to get it muddy or just let the mud build on top of the mud? Don't really know. I'm going through my videos and I'm being a bit gung-ho with what I'm privatising. I said this would be happening. So basically everything Boohoo in the title, privatised. Anything with Primark in the title, privatised. Might miss a few. There's still a few try-ons there, but like stuff that I'm going to go through at a later date. I don't think they're falling under the category that I want to privatise just yet. The stuff that I have privatised, don't get me wrong, I'm not deleting it at all. In time, I think I will go through them and maybe select out best bits and just be like, this was me then, these are my best bits of that, here's one, you know, consolidated video for you so you don't have all the mishmash of everything else and like all the stuff that was crap. And then move on from it. Like, you know, my views have changed with regards to like trying to be more sustainable, with regards to like fast fashion and stuff like that. Use what I've got. No shame in wearing the same clothes over and over again. There's absolutely none in it. There's no shame in buying from charity shops. There's no shame in buying like secondhand stuff at all, which is more the route I want to go down. So the try-on bit is not what I'm ashamed of. I just don't want to promote brands such as like, you know, your fast fashion brands like Primark, Boohoo. Don't get me wrong. In the future, there's a possibility that I might have to or have limited options and only want to shop from them, or there might be like the perfect dress that I want to buy. I'm not anti buying new stuff at all. I mean, there is a time and a place for it. Like my underwear that I wear on a day-to-day basis is coming to the end of its line. I've looked into buying sustainable underwear and it costs an absolute fortune, and I'm just not in the right place at the moment to be able to go and spend like 50 quid on everyday standards plain underwear. So I probably will pop to Primark and buy some. So Primark has its like purposes and things like that, don't get me wrong, and Boohoo has its like purposes. Obviously it served a purpose for me at the time. It allowed me to try on multiple clothes in the comfort of my own home and then be able to send them all back if I didn't like any of them. I did keep some of them. I've worn those. I still have some of those. They're literally upstairs in my wardrobe right now, and they're really nice dresses. Do I want to spend hundreds of quid's worth of money on getting a new dress every single month? No, absolutely not. Gone are the days. Do I want to pop to the charity shops and buy stuff secondhand online, maybe once a month, that's only going to cost me a £5? Yeah, that's fine. I'm cool with that. That's fine, because I'm not like creating a demand. So yeah, basically that's what I'm doing this morning. It's just going through all of my stuff. Just having a little look-see. Like, we're on 2015 at the moment, and I've, you know, privatised some of the stuff. But yeah, like I said, I will go back through some of these privatised videos, select bits which are good, because like it's probably worth documenting and keeping a documentation of, this is Elle then, we're 5 years down the line now, and this is Elle now. Like, this is how I've changed. There's no, like, I can't change who I was in the past, but I can change the way I act and my behaviour in the future. So like I would kind of like to keep some of that old footage to be like, no, I don't want to do that, as like a reminder. And plus it's my material. I put time and effort into that. It meant a lot to me at the time. It was the right thing to do at the time. And there's no way that I should be ever ashamed of like the actions that I did at the time. Like, no, I don't want to repeat them again, but like I don't feel shamed. I mean, I'd feel disappointed in myself and I wish I would have known what I know now back then, but like I didn't. So my actions were based on the knowledge that I had at the time, which was none. So I cannot sit here and berate myself too much for not having access to a substantial amount of information and the correct information, and then choosing to act upon that information. Some people know these things and then don't actually care. They will just continue the way that they are. Whereas I like to sort of like analyse what I've done in the past and be like, ooh, right, okay, I can definitely change that. I ain't got a problem with buying secondhand clothes. That is definitely going to be better for the environment. It's going to be definitely better for like my financial pocket. There's like 2 small wins there. Like, don't get me wrong, eventually that garment that I do buy secondhand will end up in either a charity shop again or end up in landfill if it's come to the end of its life. There are only so many clothes and pieces of material that you can keep for rags. Like, I literally have a bag full of rags of clothes that I couldn't sell on because they're either ripped or stained or something like that, or just like worn, they're a bit threadbare or whatever. There are only so many of those that you can keep for rags because they don't just like disintegrate and disappear into nothing. So some of the stuff does have to go. Like, where do you put it? When you can't give it to a charity shop, or you can give it to a charity shop and they send it to the ragman, what does the ragman then do with those rags? Like, where does that stop? Like, you can't. Do you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like, some stuff will inevitably end up into landfill at some point, because not everything can be recycled. It's impossible. In my personal opinion. So, but it's about reducing that. It's being like, don't buy new clothes like every week, every month, every year or whatever. Like the dress I've got on today is secondhand, given to me for free. This was a gift, so that was out of my control. And obviously things like underwear, unless like it's still brand new in the packaging, it's kind of impossible, not impossible, to buy secondhand stuff. It's kind of like deemed as unsanitary, which, you know, which it is. But yeah, anyway, that's my rant of rantiness. It wasn't even a rant, it was just a spiel on some stuff that I've touched on before, briefly. But yeah, I don't know why, but this isn't letting me. Rose per page, 30. Got 130 pages to go. So like Cath Kidston Hall, fine with that. Okay, so yeah, Cath Kidston is, you know, you're paying more money. You're paying more money for a product that's still probably being made in like a sweatshop kind of situation. But like, I don't buy Cath Kidston on a regular basis. It's not fast fashion in my eyes. It may be to some people, but to me it's just not. So, you know, things like that can stay. Glossy box, do I want to keep things like that? Yeah, why not? It was relevant to me at the time. I'm not ashamed of it. I've changed. I've told you the reasons why I've changed. If you've been following me since 2015, you've definitely seen changes within myself and reversions and stuff like that. So like, I'm literally looking at my Vlogmas from 2015 now. Some of them I'll probably have to go into because it literally says Vlogmas 2015, day 21, day 22, day 23, day 24. So goodness knows what I'm actually speaking about within those Vlogmases. You know, what I got for Christmas. Do we really need stuff like that up there? Why not? I was obviously proud about what I had for Christmas. This was back 5 years ago. As a single mum, I lived on my own in a council flat. I was obviously really chuffed with the stuff that had been gifted to me that Christmas. It can stay. I know that some people don't necessarily like watch it. They think it's a bit pretentious and things like that. But obviously I wanted to share with the world how happy I was with the things that I got. Weight loss diaries, a Love Lula unboxing, Get Ready With Me MAC edition. I mean, like, no, I'm really against MAC makeup now, to be perfectly honest. So that can be privatized. But like other things like my makeup collection where the MAC is in my makeup collection, no, I'm not going to delete that because that was my makeup collection at the time. Do you know what I mean? Just all little stuff like this. Nick's Haul, Weight Loss Diaries, January favourites, very good Fun Club unboxing, Weight Loss Diaries, Get Ready With Me Valentine's Day edition. Back in the day when I didn't do any thumbnails. I'm not really doing thumbnails now for my Vlogmas, but I intend to. I'm back where I've been. So this was March 2014. No, March 14th, 2016. So who knows what that's about. I mean, it's probably related to my mum being ill. Fun inspired 1980s Get Ready With Me with Chelsea. Love Lula, a collab with Leah XL. God, I put that video up so late. She was blatantly cross with me. Vicky's visit, yeah, see, like these are important to me. Like my mum had passed away by this point, but I'd already planned for Vicky to come down, and Vicky was like, look, do you still want me to come down or what? And I'm just like, yeah, I do want you to come down, because like, what use is it if she doesn't? Does that make any sense? Like, all of this stuff. So that stuff is really nice to look back on. Beauty hauls, London vlogs. This is when me and Vicky first ever met Kerry. We went to IMATS. It was amazing. Then I got like a beach day. Trying American candy. Oxfordshire vlog, right? These are the ones that caused a lot of grief with my family, so they can be privatized now. Like literally there's some parts of my family that still don't speak to me for something that I did in 2016. So, you know, that's is what it is. If they would have told me specifically what it was at the time, then I could have deleted that. But if you just stop talking to me and don't tell me what I've actually done wrong, then how am I supposed to figure out what I've actually done? Do you know what I mean? Oh, look, Friday vlog. I got stood up. I remember the dating days where I literally got stood up. And I got stood up again, literally a couple of days later. Got stood up twice in a matter of days. And it's 25 minutes past. I've been rambling for 13 minutes. I hope I can edit some of this out. Summer solstice. Whose baby is that I'm holding? That's mad. I can't remember whose baby that is. Coffee. Intimate waxing. Primark, Muji and Lush haul means that can be privated. It's just, don't really want that. I'll probably go through it and choose, like, you know, the best bits and add them to the best bits bit. Talk go live date. What the heck is that? Aldi, Weight Watchers, Rhyme Time. What? Mac can what? Makeup roulette tag. Saturday, Boohoo dress, that's already privatized. Pokemon Go, back in 2016. Boom. Old school MAC lipstick collection. That I go back to that and delete that. I'll just delete that altogether. It's fucking awful. MAC lipstick and swatches. Let's just frickin' delete forever. Delete forever. Go away. Weather Rants, beauty swap with Lucy Dawson, who turned out to be a right nightmare. Sorry, Lucy, if you're still watching, but soz. Making the most of. See, I can't even see some of the 4 miles, karaoke, barbecue, Zoeva, work and camping, hangover day, Weight Watchers, Holy Grails. 2016, that's how I know Amy Oddball. Hey, babe. I'm getting a boob job. I mean, that's got ads suitability on it as well, so I might just privatise all of those. Bobby Brown Hall. Let's private that. No need for it to be there. Visiting Granny. Oh, that would be my mum. Karaoke. Right, well, I've got to go to work, so that's enough for one day. So last night's gin was nice, don't get me wrong, very strong. You could feel it's like very heady. I got a bit like, ooh. But it was just a plain gin. There was nothing too dissimilar to gin, you know? So, yes. Hoping for a better day today. Number 7, please. Gin Advent Calendar. Here we go. Oh, it nearly fell out. Ooh, right. So, that's cool. I don't know how to pronounce it. Rocky Gin. It's the Japanese craft gin. So, again, you can get this in the supermarket, and it's always intrigued me, but I've never got round to buying an actual bottle of it. So this will be good for a little taster. So I've wanted to try this one for a long time. So that's that one. Jess, you've had your advent calendar and your breath stinks. Ooh. I've called it quits on my tree, by the way, guys. So I hope you like it. Holly made this little beaded one. There's another one around the other side. Just need to put the star on top now, and then that's it. I'm calling it done. A done tree. Number 7. 7. 7. 7. There. Why does it take so long? I'm sure you look at every single square and it's like, well, it's not here. They've forgotten to give me number 7. I do that every day. Like, no, it's not here. They've forgotten to give me it. Oh my god. These are crazy. Such a berg. Ah. Ooh. So let's have a look at this. What is this? Green Isle, from the makers of the character of Islay Whiskey Company, blended Scotch whiskey. Yeah, well, it looks nice. It looks a bit stronger than the one we had last night in colour. So, yes, that's that. There's a massive line of whiskies that I really want to rip into, because I've got some ginger beer And I'd taste the whiskey straight to begin with, but whiskey and ginger beer is supposed to be quite nice. Anyway, guys, I have no idea what type of footage you're going to get from me today. None at all, if any. Tired. Oh yeah, I fell asleep on the sofa last night and woke up at 2:30 in the morning, and I was like, oh my god. So that wasn't supposed to happen, but it did. Didn't it, Jess? Yeah. Yes, it did. See you tomorrow.